So, CubeCraft just released a brand new game called The Bridge. So, they say it's a variation of Blockwars, but I wouldn't really say that. How it works, there's 2 islands, and then there's a bridge connecting the 2, and on each island, there's a goal, and then the way you get points is by jumping into the other team's goal, and then it's the first team to 25. The teams are 2 teams of 5, if you were wondering. And that's just the basics of the game pretty much. It's a pretty simple game, but it's surprisingly addicting and fun to play. Each game takes only about 5 minutes on average. You can see me playing it in the background here, if you couldn't tell, I'm not sure. So the best strats I found of the game after playing a few games is that, so what you want to do, at your own base, you want to tower up to like the height of someone's goal, and then speed bridge over to the other person's base. If you don't know how to speed bridge, you can go watch my last video. I have a guide where I show how to speed bridge 3 different ways. So one thing I found about this game is that controller players are not very lucky. So controller is, like, you can play on this game mode with controller, but I wouldn't really recommend it, because this game mode, it's kind of all about block clutches, and it's really hard to block clutch on a controller. I mean, it's possible, I'm not saying you can't. I mean, like, I've done block clutches on a controller, but it's just so much easier to do it on a PC, keyboard and mouse. You could always change your sensitivity up on your controller, but it's kind of hard to get used to that, and it's still a good thing to get used to playing keyboard and mouse, because like if you want to switch to Java Edition or play other keyboard and mouse games, it's just good to know. So I would recommend switching to keyboard and mouse for this game, if you can though. If you can't, well, you can still try playing, but it'll be much harder and you would be at a disadvantage. So it's kind of like Hypixel Bridge, but it's also not at the same time. So on Hypixel Bridge, every time you die, you instantly respawn back at your base, but on this there's a cooldown for when you die. And then on this, every time you score, you instantly get teleported back. There's no cooldown on that. But on Hypixel, there is a cooldown. So it's kind of like opposites here. One thing that's super annoying is that there's no solo game mode. On Hypixel, they do have teams, but then there's 4 goals and 4 different islands. So it's not really the same as this. This is kind of like 2v2s on Hypixel, except like with more people and more chaotic. And you can speed bridge, which is insane. It's pretty fun. So what I think about the game, my first impressions, I mean, it's cool, but it's kind of like an easy game mode, because on Bedrock Edition, you can speed bridge, which gives you such a huge advantage. Like, I know everyone can do it, but for the people who don't know how to speed bridge, this game mode would be very hard. But you should learn how to speed bridge. It doesn't really take any skill. It's pretty easy. So yeah, this game mode's just a light game mode. Pretty fun. Very fun, honestly. It's pretty addicting. And yeah, so my ideas for what they should add in the future, I think they should definitely add a solos and duos. That would be super fun. And then maybe they can add like a chaos mode too, like where there's multiple bridges and then just 2 huge islands, like a big chaotic mode, and then it's like 10v10s. That'd be pretty fun. One thing that I noticed that's kind of weird is that they didn't put this game in beta games before they made it an official game. They just put it straight in Blockwars, which, I mean, it's fine. Like, it doesn't really make a difference at all, but it's just something weird, and I just wanted to point it out. So there's one thing that may be a bug or a feature, I can't really tell. So if you shoot arrows at the power-ups and hit them, it actually activates the power-up and gives it to your team. I'm not sure if there's a feature or a bug again, but I just wanted to point it out. Because, so what I think is behind this is that the power-ups are actually invisible armor stands. And then whenever you hit the armor stand, it activates something that gives you the potion buff, and then does like the firework effect that you get whenever the power-up is used. So obviously you can hit an armor stand, or you can shoot a bow at it. So a bow and hitting it would activate it. Yeah, that's So the game's pretty fun in my opinion. It would be more fun if they added solos, which I hope they do. And yeah, that's it. So if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Maybe subscribe if you're new, if you enjoyed it. I do all sorts of CubeCraft content on this channel. So yeah, you should definitely consider subscribing. During recording, like while I was recording this video, I actually got a sub, and then I got super excited. So that's actually amazing. Like, whoever subscribed, you made the right choice. This is like, shout out to that one person who subscribed. Pretty lit. And yeah, that's it. If you enjoyed, like again. And yeah, thanks for watching.